What's up, guys? I want to tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was competing in natural bodybuilding. I was looking really good at the time. I competed in Muscle Mania, I competed in the IMBA, and I was known for my conditioning and got extremely lean, extremely shredded, and I looked great. The fact of the matter was, though, that when I looked at my skin seemed dry. It was itchy all the time. When I would go to the gym, I would come into the gym and I'd be scared a lot of the time. I was scared to squat without knee wraps. I was scared to squat without a belt for fear that my body would break. I was afraid of doing compound movements like the overhead press. And I didn't want to do any other activity besides working out in the gym because I felt like it would leave my body vulnerable to injury. I felt fragile. My intestinal tract at the time was absolutely horrible. I was experiencing mass amounts of diarrhea, sometimes having as many as 30 bloody bowel movements a day. And I say that without embarrassment because I know today that I had a disease called ulcerative colitis, a disease where my immune system attacks my own intestinal tract, and something that's affecting more and more people every day in this country and around the world. I was experiencing mass amounts of insomnia, couldn't sleep, never really felt rested. I had brain fog. I was getting angry all the time. I was irritable. I really felt like I was living in a complete fog for all hours of the day. But I thought at the time that that was a layover from my years of drug and alcohol abuse. And I was looking really good, so I thought that I was doing everything possible for my health. I was following this awesome bodybuilding diet that consisted of lean proteins, tons of carbs, and very low fat. I was eating things like Ezekiel bread. I was eating sweet potatoes. I was eating tons of white rice. I was eating oatmeal all the time. Sometimes I would eat oatmeal raw just to get the extra calories in. My protein sources were low fat, high protein. I would eat tilapia and chicken. I would take tons of broccoli and just eat it intermittently. And then as far as fats go, I kept them to a minimum, and when I did, I had olive oil. What does this mean? Well, at the time I thought I was doing everything correctly. I thought I was doing absolutely everything correctly. I could not understand why I was experiencing health problems, because everything in the literature, everything that people were telling me said that I was following a healthy diet. And I looked lean. I didn't feel healthy. I was making a couple of fundamental mistakes. The first thing was that I did not know my enemy. Mother Nature was my enemy, right? Sun Tzu in The Art of War says that if you know yourself and you know your enemy, you'll win in 1,000 battles. If you don't know yourself and you don't know your enemy, then you'll lose every one of 1,000 battles. I did not know my enemy and I did not know myself. My enemy being Mother Nature, she crept up on me like a thief in the night. Mother Nature will do that. Regardless of what kind of tricks you're trying to play, Mother Nature will come in, she will steal your youth, she will steal your vitality, and she will wipe your genes off this planet if you have not yet already reproduced. Second, I didn't know myself. I didn't know what kind of havoc I was wreaking on my body. I did not understand the signals that my body was giving me and telling me that what I was really doing was destroying myself. Now, what am I doing here? Well, I'm not trying to give you any specific diet advice because most of you would lift your noses at that and say you already practice this specific method. But what I am trying to tell you is that you need to, one, first and foremost, know yourself and know your enemy, right? Are you experiencing brain fog? Are you experiencing intestinal discomfort? Are you experiencing any sort of irritability? Do you feel fragile in the gym? Do you perform activities outside of the gym? Can you move? Are your joints swollen? These are all signs. Then there's signs that you can't ignore, because most of us have that mentality that, well, this is all part of the game. This is part of being a bodybuilder. I'm gonna die young and leave a big corpse on the planet. But in the long run, if we're paying attention to these signs, if we're paying attention to what's going on with our bodies, then the fact of the matter is that we'll be able to do this for a much longer period of time. I've changed my diet today, and it's very different from what you would understand as a normal bodybuilding diet. My fats are very high. I eat a lot of grass-fed and organic meats. I eat a lot of organ meats like liver for their vitamins and nutrient density. And that's what you really need to consider, whether you're following a bro diet, whether you're following a flexible dieting pattern. You need to understand two things about the food you eat. One is nutrient density. Are you getting, besides the macronutrients, the protein, the fat, the carbs, and the calories, are you getting the right micronutrients from that food that you're eating? Are you getting enough of them? And to be fair, most of the people who are practicing, if it fits your macros or flexible dieting or even bro diets, in the soundest states are paying attention to their micronutrient density. But are you? Are you the person who's sitting at home and watching these videos and taking in the entertainment factor for these and applying that to your lives? Are you paying attention to your micronutrient density? Are you eating foods that are going to help your internal organs rather than destroy them? Are you rotting inside? Think about that. Are you looking good but rotting inside? Second, you need to think about digestibility, right? Are the foods you're eating causing any sort of intestinal discomfort? And are you ignoring that? If you are, there could be significant problems down the line. My aim here, again, is not to criticize anyone, and it's not to say that one particular method of dieting is better than another. My aim here is to say that Mother Nature is always looking, and she's always testing you, and she's always looking to see if you are fit to live on this planet. And if you don't pay attention to that, she will sneak up on you like a thief in the night. Now, you can sit there and call me a bro scientist. You can call me whatever you want to. But everything I have just said is true, and nothing really contradicts with a lot of the diets that are out there, except to say that you need to pay more attention to what you're eating. So throw whatever you will at this video. But at the end of the day, the only person who is going to laugh last is Mother Nature. Have a good day. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.